Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. My name is Anita, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload new tutorials on my channel. If you're a member, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to sew this dress. So if you want to know how I do this, keep on watching. First thing I'm going to start with the skirt piece. All right, I will go ahead, open up the front of the skirts. Then I will take the two side seams, that the two back piece, I will join it up, join the side seams together, then go ahead and pin that up. After pinning it, the next thing I'm going to do is I will take it to my machine. I'm going to stitch straight downward like so, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side of the piece. I will stitch all the way straight downward. After joining it, this is what I have, and I also went ahead to press it up to lay that flat. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I will move on to the back piece. Okay, we're going to be joining the lining to the back piece. I will take the right side of the lining, join it to the right side of the piece. I'll pin that up. Then I will take it to the machine. I'm gonna stitch like this all the way. When I get here, I will stop there, right? Because the other side here, we're going to be installing the zipper. After stitching, this is what I have, and I also did the same thing to the other piece as well. And the next thing I did was to go ahead, fold 1/2 inch inwards and press it and hem it to keep it neat. That's because I don't have enough fabric. If I had enough fabric, I would have cut the lining for the front piece as well. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to join the soldier together, and I'm gonna make sure this line here match up with the line for the front piece. Then I'll go ahead to pin that up. I'll do the same thing to the other piece as well. After pinning it up, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to like see the lining right here. I will flip this lining to this other side like this. I'll go ahead to pin that up. Okay, then I will do the same thing to the other side as well. That's to flip this like this and pin that up. Now the next thing we're going to do is we want to take it to machine and stitch here, 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 and here. After stitching, the next thing I'm going to do is to trim up any excess hanging. Then we're going to flip this to the right side, right? When you flip it, make sure you like try to adjust it for everything to fit, for the back and the front to fit. Now we're going to go ahead to join the skirt with the top together. I'm going to pin it up. I'll continue stitching till I get to the end, okay, making sure all my seams are together. Then I will take it to the machine. I'm gonna stitch 1/2 inch away. After stitching, what I did was to go ahead to press it up to lay it flat. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead to join it like this. I'm gonna pin that up. The next thing I'm going to do is I will put this straight and good. Then I will take my zipper, place it on top to where I want it to end. I will mark that up with a chalk. This is where I want my zipper to end. Then I'm going to go ahead, pin that up. I will take it to my machine. I'm going to start stitching from that mark all the way straight downward. After stitching it, as you can see, this is what it looked like behind, right? And inside, which is flat. And now we're going to pin our zip to the top. Put the right side of my zip facing the right side of my top. I'm going to pin it up. Put it right up here like so. I will pin that up. Still do the same thing to the other side as well. Now I'll take it to the machine. I'm gonna stitch like so, and here as well. Then when I'm done stitching it, I'll put my lining on top like this. Then I will start stitching from here like this. When I get here, I put down the needle. Then I'll stitch all the way to where the lining ends. Okay, this is what we've done so far. I went ahead to attach the zip. As you can see, this is the zip. Then I also attach one sleeve to it. So you can see later on I'm going to put gum state for my lining to be able to rest perfectly. That's to gum well. All right. So I went ahead to attach one sleeve to my dress. This is my band. First thing I'm going to do, I'll put right side facing each other. Then I'll go ahead to stitch 1/2 inch away. And I will take the sleeve. I'm going to stitch with the longest stitch of my machine to be able to gather it up, okay, like so. Then I will also do the same thing to the other top part. So you can see I gather it. That's to stitch with the longest stitch of my machine. I also did the same thing to the top part, okay. Now we're going to like flip this to the right side. I will flip this to my right side, joining it up together like this. Then later on I'll go ahead to pin that up. And when you gather up your sleeve, you make sure whatever you gather should be at the measurement for the band. So this is the top part of the sleeve, okay. This is optional. If you want to do so, you just go ahead and gather it up. That's because I leave space when I was creating the pattern, because I wanted to gather it a little bit. Then I'll still come here, I'll pull it up for it to fit at the measurement of my band. Pin that up. Then I'm going to take to the machine. I'm going to stitch 1/2 inch away. So I'm just checking if everything fits. After stitching, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to trim up any excess or any thread hanging and notch the center. And as well, I'm going to notch the center of this band. I'm just going to put everything up. That's put it to the right side of my sleeve. Put it like this. Make sure the seams are actually facing each other. I'm going to pin that up. So after pinning it, I will take it to the machine and stitch. This is what we have here, and this is the right time for you to go ahead to overlock it, or if you want to zigzag it, you go ahead to zigzag it. Flip your sleeve to the right side. Now we're going to take the sleeve, we'll be pinning it up to the dress, attaching the sleeve to the dress. And make sure I'll that's pin the front sleeve facing the front of my dress, okay. Go ahead, grab it up like this. I'm gonna pin that make sure the seams are open. So I'll continue pinning it till I get to the end of the pinning, right? Just make sure you adjust everything smoothly. Go ahead, make sure nothing should be twisted. Continue pinning, and I will take it to the machine and stitch round. Then I'll come here, this downer part, I'm going to open the seams up. I'm a 4 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch in what I hem it all the way around, and we are done with this dress. So this is what the dress look like on me. I really love the way it came out, so I hope you guys too. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. I hope to see you on my next project, and also let me if this method of teaching is good for you so I can continue. Thank you so much. Bye bye.